Okay, so most of us really don't have perfect teeth, and that's okay, but my next guest says she can fix your smile without drilling and with minimal prep. Here to tell us what's new with veneers is Dr. Terri Alani, also known as the Texas Tooth Lady. Hello. By the way, recently celebrated a birthday, so happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Deborah.
All right. So many things have changed in dentistry. Just like with technology, things have changed in dentistry. There's a minimal prep veneer and the trial smile. What does trial smile mean?
Okay, so now when patients come in, and of course a lot of people don't want to have their teeth drilled on, but with minimal prep, we do some adjusting and recontouring of the teeth. Most patients that come in for veneers, if minimal prep is not for everyone, so your teeth have to be fairly straight. If they're really crooked, you probably want to go to Invisalign or something else.
Yeah.
But we go in, and it's for patients that may have gaps. They also may have a lot of discoloration, so they want to have their teeth really nice and white. So with minimal prep, we go in and recontour the teeth, and usually it's without anesthesia. The patients usually do not have to be numb because they just don't feel it.
Right.
But the beauty of this is that we also deliver what we call a trial smile.
Yeah, and I want to make sure people don't think that this is before and after. This is before, and then this is the prepping of it, right? Okay, so now we've got the trial smile right here.
Now you can see this patient's before, and on the right is not the finished product. It's a trial smile. So we actually have a lab fabricate the temporaries, and we bond them on, and again you can see the temporaries on the right, and the patient can wear these and they can tweak them, and we can tweak them, and they can let us know exactly what they like and don't like before we go to the permanent phase of fabricating the permanent veneers.
Yeah, the porcelain veneers or the Lumineers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so going through the actual process, the first thing you do is you get a consultation. Number one, everybody has to start with basic dental health, right? A lot of us will bypass the okay, I'll deal with my cavity later, but can you make them pretty? Right? So,
exactly. The dental health and the periodontal health is number one. So we do a full set of x-rays and of course a thorough consultation. And then we also do what we call a Lumi smile. And a Lumi smile, it's complimentary, and it's a preview, and it's before and after of what your teeth may look like.
Yeah.
And this is my dog. They actually did it for my dog. And you can see the before and after. And so the patient, we give this to the patient, and they
didn't really do your dog's teeth. It just shows you that you can get a preview of what they'll look like.
This is Piper's teeth. So you get a preview, and you can take this home, you can look at it and decide if this is what you want to do, or decide in the office. And so then once the patient does decide, then we go ahead and we start with the treatment.
Yeah, so minimal preparation, as we talked about. The no drilling, and the great thing about that is you don't need anesthesia.
Well,
then, right?
we do drill, but it's not a lot.
Okay.
We definitely do some recontouring, and we just sort of do reshaping.
Okay.
But it's not enough. We usually don't go through the enamel at all, so it's not enough to cause any type of sensitivity.
Yeah.
If the patient does want to be numb, then we'll do that.
Okay, and then the veneer process, you've talked about, the lab pours up the model.
The lab pours up the model, and they actually, in wax, as you can see on the top, this is in wax.
Oh, wow.
This is not the color of the final teeth. And they will produce a smile. And through that's how the temporaries are made, and then that's also how the final veneers are made. So this is just the wax up. Now, we do cover the edges of the teeth, and we wrap over, and that's because of strength.
Right.
So that needs to be done when you properly do veneers for strength.
Okay, and then that second appointment, usually 2 to 3 weeks later.
Yes, and then this is called a bisque bake. So this is also not the final product. Then they go in and they layer this porcelain. It's a lithium disilicate. It's called Emax. And this is a bisque bake, and then we can either try this in or we approve it from the lab. So everything is done digitally, and we have it approved by the lab through myself. And then they will go in and glaze this, and the patient will get the finished product. So it's a really interesting process.
And it really is. And that finished product includes not only the shape, but the color. I know sometimes people go, I want white, white, white. But when you hold up a chart with them, you kind of go, do you really want super, super white, or something that more blends in with you?
Well, actually, people nowadays really want white, so we give them white.
Yeah,
we actually, whatever the patient wants, we can deliver now. We have colors. We had an old a chart that we used to have, which had like 20 shades on it. we don't even look at those
they
shades
want
now.
white.
We
They
have
want
new
white.
shade guides, and honestly, they want white.
Yeah, all right. And then the great thing about them is that they don't stain. There's lots of advantages to having them, that they're almost better than our real teeth, right?
So they don't stain. They can last up to 20 years. We recommend patients having a night guard. Wear a night guard so you can protect your teeth during your functional habits at night. And also just make sure that you go in regularly for your dental cleanings and to have everything checked.
Yeah, and treat them right like you would treat your teeth. Don't try to open bottles and stuff with your...
Don't tear. You know, when you go to the store and you tear a tag, do not tear anything with your teeth. Don't open up bobby pins, nothing like that.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So for a lot of people still, when you say the dentist, they go, oh, they cringe, right? I got to tell you, my last several visits at the dentist have been so easy. And I was like, that's it? We're done? A friend of mine, Andrea, came into you. And she goes, girl, I was so relaxed. And part of the reason why she was so relaxed, she's a big animal lover. And this was sitting in her lap.
This is Piper.
Yes.
Piper is our therapy dog. She comes to the work every day. She is a working dog. She goes home and she is exhausted. She jumps on patients' laps. She is a rescue dog. I always say that I didn't rescue her, she rescued me. I got her from Bark. You can see her here lying on the patients, and the patients request her. Now, if they aren't dog
They make an appointment with Dr. Alani and Piper, right?
If they're not dog friendly, then we have another area in the office that we put her. But believe it or not, most people now come in and totally request her. She is so human friendly, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right,
And Piper,
Piper?
look,
Give me a
let me
kiss.
see. Let me see your teeth, Piper. And your
Piper,
teeth are
show
beautiful
the
too.
teeth.
Yeah.
There you go. She's just adorable, and she really does calm the patients down, and she calms me down, and it's really interesting because the drill, nothing phases her. So I just want to tell people, if you're going to get a dog rescue, they are the best.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell people, if you're going to the dentist, don't put it off because you think it's going to hurt or whatever, because things have changed so much, right?
Exactly,
You
and
can
now we
adjust.
have Piper.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.